Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here, and this is a commentary 1 versus 1. I'm Pontus going up against Suebi, and in this video it's actually a very interesting battle in my opinion. So I am experimenting with an army here. I haven't really been playing multiplayer at all, so I decided to actually do a battle for once, and I wanted to try a new army. I've got 2 Scythians, 5 Pontic swords, 2 slingers, 2 peltists, 1 hillman, 3 Celts, 3 Cappadocians, and 2 Pontic Royal Cav. I would have brought another Celt, but I ran out of money, so I just bought the Hillmen. My Suebi opponent is bringing 2 Scout Riders, 2 Spear Brothers, 2 Spear Levy, 3 Bloodsworn, 2 Club Levy, 2 Berserkers, 3 Germanic Youths, and 4 Swordmasters. So my first thought was Ariovistus, right? Well, no, it's the Fear General. And then I realized, this is a fear army. He wants to smash my center and attempt to overwhelm my wings here. This is actually kind of a cool army, and I actually really liked it. But I think it's built wrong. I think it's got a good idea around it in terms of just breaking through somebody's line. So at the start, I'm just shooting him to death. I will speed it up. There's nothing to watch other than that. He is moving into position. The one advantage I have here is my cavalry. Other than that, I'm kind of screwed. He's got, I would say, I have more skirmishers, but I think his can be better if used correctly. Germanic Youths are a pretty formidable skirmish unit. They also have a 20 shield value. I would tell you what Pontic Peltists have, but you can't in game. So I'm just shooting a Swordmaster. Now, the same thing goes for Germanic Slingers. They have a 20 shield value, and that makes them one of the best slingers in the game, just because their ability to absorb so many missiles. And he is doing a good job harassing my cav, by the way. I don't know how the hell he caught that unit, but I left him on skirmish mode. I never do that, but I kind of had to. So I'm going to start the battle off very quickly here by just hitting his front line as hard as I possibly can, because, I can't let him get his charges off. If I do, I'm screwed. However, I quickly fall for the same trap that I have screwed so many people over with, and that's these Germanic Youths. I am trying to shoot them, but he is going to go right after my general and right after this Pontic Royal, and watch this. It's already down to 70. Look at all the javelins that hit it. Oh my god, it's already down to 60. I think it gets out. Yeah, look at that. That's ridiculous. And it killed 16 of them. He's coming in with his Scout Riders here, but I realized too late that what he's trying to do is just surround my cav and crush it before it gets out, which is genius. Actually, I really like that idea. I am hitting his Spear Brothers here, and I will be able to overwhelm these flanks. The spearmen, the crap low tier spearmen of Suebi aren't that good. He crushes this Pontic Swordman, which wasn't doing too bad against the Swordmaster. This one's gonna die soon. These two are getting overwhelmed. This one just got rear charged by a Bloodsworn, which is, yeah, it's dead. Swordmaster is gonna break my Peltist very quickly. Everything has gone wrong. I'm trying to lead a massive cavalry charge to break his wing here and surround him with my superior cavalry, because like I said, that's the only thing I have. If I'm not aggressive enough with it, then, well, I might as well give up. I hit his Spear Brothers and Spear Levy. I should have stayed in prolonged combat. I probably could have broke them. However, look who's back at the Scythians. They have arrived, and they still have some ammo in them, so they're going to start shooting the rear of this Pontic army, and all hell has just broken loose in the center. So I'm swinging my generals back, my Pontic Royal Cav back in there, because the shock value, I'm not going to put them on the wings. I'll have the Cappadocians do that, which they are doing, by the way. They're doing perfectly. So now I'm able to sweep around this flank here. Same thing over here. However, I am getting caught by these Spear Brothers and Club Levy. Pontic General is getting creamed. Same with this unit. The only good thing that's happening is I got his General down, and my Cav is around his flank, so that's nice. His Scout Rider is coming back, though. I don't know what I'm doing with that Celt. I have no infantry left in the center, basically, so his plan completely succeeded in breaking my wings. My center, I mean. So I'm really kind of like, what do I do at this point? Like, he's got me, I'm screwed. I'm not going to win this. But I did realize that he has not one singular cav unit. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think 7. 7 cav units is a lot of cav. If I can just repeatedly charge his units, then I can definitely win this. I do pull through here, so apologies to my opponent. I think I break this unit. Yeah, I broke that unit. I am getting attacked by Swordmasters and Suebi Brothers. His general did die, by the way. And if you play Suebi and your general dies, well, good luck to you. I've got a Pontic sword over there, a slinger, a Pontic sword over there, so I'm just sort of collecting what I have left. I accidentally left that unit in for way too long. It takes a lot of casualties. So you can see units are just wavering randomly for him. That's because of how bad Suebi's morale is, and you can see stuff is starting to turn for me, actually, and I got pretty confident now that I could win this. If I can just keep the pressure up on my Suebi opponent here, which I do swing in my cav to strike all these units, which are being held down by a Celtic warrior. You don't want that to happen, by the way. He's got very valuable units in there. Actually, some of the most valuable units in his army. And I am now going to strike them in the rear, and the morale is already crap. And I'm going to shoot them, so that's going to be very bad for them. And Bloodsworn are a very light unit, and you can see they're going to take a lot of casualties. Getting my general out. I think he just died, by the way. If I'm not... Yep, my general does die, sadly. I do get the last Germanic youth over there. Going out to the berserkers now with everything that I have. Yeah, the general dying for me was very bad. I was kind of scared now. I got this Pontic sword going at this Bloodsworn. If he charges, which he's not paying attention, so I am going to win that fight. And I did charge my cav though, but Bloodsworn against cav isn't going to work. I'm getting out of there. I am swinging my cav in to hopefully strike these berserkers and swordmasters, which I have been shooting, by the way, with my Syrian archers. Scythian archers. My lord. Yeah, I definitely have Syrian archers. Cappadocian's coming in here to strike this unit. At this point, it's over for my opponent. He's not going to be able to come back from this. Yeah, at this point, he can't really do anything. And all his units are just going to break. So, I really liked his army. Well, no, I didn't like his army at all, actually. I think it was crap. But, I like his idea of an army. So you can see, my cav carried my army. Like, my infantry did literally nothing. Except for the Celts, they did pretty good. And one Pontic sword. But he didn't even get a chevron, so who knows what that was against. So the cav obviously did great. I mean, most of the time, cavalry is going to carry an army against Suebi. Because Suebi just lacks... You either got to go with very expensive cav or very low tier crappy cav. Now, Scout Riders are very good units. He used them effectively here, actually, and he almost had me. His idea of just breaking through the center and crushing your army with fear is actually a really good idea, and I liked the idea of bringing the youths instead of the slingers, because they both have the same shield value. Now, the berserkers, too, those were smart, and the Bloodsworn. Now, the rules for this were no artillery and max 5 are the same, so if I'm playing Suebi, don't mind this. If those are the rules, I'm not going to bring an army with Swordmasters in it. Sorry, but I don't know why you'd bring Swordmasters as Suebi. If I wanted to break through someone's center, I'd get the Ariovistus ability, I'd bring 3 Noble Riders, I would bring 5 Bloodsworn, that's 5, I'd bring a Hexbearer, and a Berserker. Then I would do 4 Horse Runners, 2 Scout Riders. Can I get Suebi Brothers? Yeah, this is what I would do if I was going to break through someone's center. And the thing is, Horse Runners are freaking amazing. They've got 120 men, which I think is more than... Oh, no, it's not. I was playing on a huge scale. Alright, well, they got 120 men. They've got 32 missile, which is the same as these guys. But look at their melee stats. They've got 36 attack, 22 charge, 40 morale, 50 health. And, yeah, they're pretty good offensively. They're a very good unit. Now, you have to take into consideration what the entire plan for this Suebi army to do is just break the center. If your opponent is... Actually, this is a great example. If your opponent is the Seleucids, I don't play this faction. Give me Armenia. If your opponent is Armenia, let's say, all he has to do is bring an army like this. Well, give me a minute. Well, this is embarrassing. Something like this. Yeah, something... Hold up. I can do better than this. Alright, that. Whatever, something like that. Something where you just blunt your charges with the Hillmen and follow up with Cartly Axemen and then follow in with Cataphracts or send the Cataphracts in first. However, this is where the Horse Runners come into play. You're insane, and I am not gonna call you anything else. If you are insane if you are gonna charge a line of infantry that has javelin men behind it. Your cav is screwed, especially Cataphracts. They don't even have a shield, so they barely have any defense against missiles. They are gonna drop very, very quickly. So in my opinion, obviously you could try and outflank someone if you can keep these Spear Brothers alive, but that's ridiculous. The entire point is to distract the enemy cavalry with the Scout Riders and then just Hail Mary your army into the enemy, because that's about the only way this army is going to work. And if your opponent is smart enough, he's going to avoid you, run the other way, and shoot you to death with his horse archers until he's comfortable fighting you. That is basically the way you counter most Suebis. Now, when I think Suebi, I don't think this. I think, like, very intricate. Like this. Now, this army takes a considerable amount of micro, but it's one of my favorite armies I'll ever use. And it can sort of stand up to Armenia. It's gonna lose. I mean, any Suebi player versus any Hellenic faction is gonna lose. I don't even think it's possible to beat a Hellenic faction or an Eastern faction as Suebi. It's very difficult due to the cavalry. However, the Noble Riders are a formidable freaking unit, and they have the Bloodsworn, which is really nice. So, the thing I don't get with Suebi players is why bring the Swordmasters? In my opinion, they're kind of useless. They've got 32 charge, Bloodsworn have 33, 43 attack, Bloodsworn have 38, and obviously they're more sturdy, they're going to last longer. But you're Suebi, you're not going to last long no matter what you do. Your entire point is just to smash your enemy as quickly and effectively as you possibly can. So I don't see the point in Swordmasters. Berserkers maybe, and Hexbearers if you want to do fear. Night Raiders for fun. I mean, Night Hunters. They're a fun unit. They're too expensive though, way too expensive. 720 talents. And they suck. They're not a good unit. So, but yeah. I don't see the point in Swordmasters. I never bring them. In fact, I think there's like a useless unit to Suebi unless you want to put him in as your general, but even then, who wants a foot general? Obviously, unless you're going Ariovistus and you want your general to be in the fight, but even then, I just bring Wodenau Spears because I think they're better. Yeah, my mentality when it comes to Suebi is completely different than most people's. I mean, I never play Suebi normally. I think Swordmasters ruin their armies, and I think Wodenau Spear are the best unit in the game. And then you have Longbow Hunters if you want to use them. Or Riders of the Hunt, which is literally a unit that dies on impact. Alright, well that's basically all I have for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.